Hello, ladies and gents. This is a public announcement. There's been a lot of lying going on by the left. Lion left. Lion left. For instance, the waitress, or as I like to call it, AOC, the commie waitress, thinks there's such a thing as the danger, existential of global warming. This is based on the premise that a bunch of cow farts and our little making the things from the smokestacks can destroy the universe, or our little universe of consciousness on the planet Earth. This is the existential threat. No, it's not. There's no such thing as global warming. And if there is, it's because of its own nature. The country's been years ago you had the ice age, and then you had when the dinosaurs running around, and it's what temperature changes. And it's God's will. If you want to have no global warming, don't cut down on gaseous emissions because they're harmless. Talk to God. I do it all the time. And he answers me back and he said, "You silly bastards. You're worrying about nothing." Those crazy people who throw paint uh, on paintings of the classics and destroy things because they want attention and glue themselves to the ground. They should be glued to the ground. The silly bastards destroying the things that have nothing to do with you. You make me mad. You make me mad, you make God mad. Let me tell you something. Certain things make God mad, certain things don't make God mad. But worrying about something silly like global warming makes God mad. He's in charge of that, what the weather's going to be and what's not going to be. If he makes global warming, it's because of God's will. And if he doesn't, it's because God's enough of us praying on the right side of history. And we're on the right side of history as Christian people. Yay! Yay, yo, team Christian. Yay. Anyway, another thing, the transgendies, they don't exist either. It's a mass hysteria. A bunch of trannies who can run, and track trannies, I call them, want to get some medals and get scholarships. So they're going up against the gay ladies, the real ladies. Just because you wear a dress or you mutilate yourself don't make you a woman. Makes you an idiot. That's what makes you an idiot. Now they're taking and destroying women's sports. Now it's possible for a woman to overcome a man in an athletic competition. It's an individual thing after all. But generally speaking, women have this advantage. But yet the crazies are saying no, there's no difference. People on the Supreme Court, we got this broad. This broad says that she says she can't tell the difference between a man and a woman. That she's not a scientist, she's not a biologist. Oh, you dumb bit. Oh, you almost made me say bad. Yeah. This is what we gotta know. We're gonna take all Obama and Biden appointees and say, I'm out, just to bar them. Take them because they've been put in there by commie people who are soft on radicalism. No, I don't say Islam no, should do that. No, because Islam is okay. It's a disciplined religion. It can be very good for certain people. Although it's really hard. You know, if you really want to be in the market, you gotta have hard. You have to go follow the Christian God. Yeah. You're not the only one. There's more than one, you know. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I pray to them all. I haven't prayed to Allah at times. I say, Allah, cut it out. Anyway, let's see. Where are we going to go? Yeah, put over the verses. Yeah. Let's see here. Now, this is weird. You know, Palestinians have nothing but trouble making whoever they go. They went to Lebanon when they were thrown out of the Palestine, and they caused a civil war. They went to Jordan, and they caused a civil war. That's why they not let the right be running around. They're just troublemakers. Now we've got little colonies of them all over the darn place. Yeah, colonies. We brought them in. You know, ironically, a lot of the people who brought them in were Jewish. Why? It's like taking a viper. A viper. Look, let me tell you something, Palestinian radicals. Stop it. We're gonna throw you all out, all a mess. And we're gonna get some innocent people. It's a pity. But we gotta do what we gotta do because we're at war. This is World War III that's happening. Very sudden. You know, actually World War II began in the 30s too. I mean, mid-30s, yeah. You can make an argument of beginning when the Japanese invaded China. Chinese, it was a world war. We gotta act like it. Now, our super duper leader, Donald Trump, who knows how to handle all these things, is beating them one by one. He got rid of the Venezuelan radicals. He plucked, with our technology, the Venezuelan leader right out of Venezuela. Scared the hell out of him. And we could do it anywhere we want because we got the technology, we got the army, we got a sophisticated, highly trained force. Oh, yeah. And then we control Venezuela. You know, we're gonna pluck the Cuban on there, knock out the Cuban. It's been 59 years since I was born. I was born 459, and we're gonna, by the time this year is over, there'll be no more Cuba. There'll be Cuba. There'll be a vacation spot. I like that. Maybe I'll go to a vacation in Cuba. Cuban girls are very beautiful. What are you saying? They inappropriate to people because they're too young? How dare you be an ageist? Now this is another thing. Stop it, commies. I don't know how you get popular all of a sudden. No, we got a commie mayor. He don't like Jews. Oh, he wants to eliminate them. His wife really wants to eliminate them. They had the Jewish people. They don't want to do the celebration of Jewishness. Well, why not? You know, they think you have a Jews being assaulted, being beaten, being intimidated, being terrorized, and being hit and stomped on. He don't say nothing. He's vague. But if you say cross-eyed a Muslim who's burning the flag and doing all kinds of things, he's gonna he gets upset. He has to get supported. He's not even, he got here on false pretenses. He said he was a Arab or something, whatever. He's Ugandan and Arab. He comes from rich stock. There's nothing worse than a rich economy. They don't have to deal with the consequences of their actions. Although they're screwing up things with these sanctuary cities so much that it might slow up the whole thing. Well, what do you got going on? Hmm. This is how crazy these environmentalists is. A guy, he took a rock and he put a seal because he was protecting his turtles. He's playing favoritism with the animals. Look, animals eat each other. That's why the vegetarians and the animal rights activists who, who say we should, uh, you know, be nice to the animals and not eat them are wrong. Sure, we should be nice to the animals as much as we can. But if they're delicious, they're delicious. It's true. You just don't do the dirty work yourself. Get to the farmer who actually treats the animal very nice, has a nice life, and then sneak us up on them. That's what you do. So they don't know what hit them. No, oh, I'm happy I didn't eat with me. There's a war going on in Russia. Now, I was wrong. I'll tell you, my Nostrovini powers failed me. I had the Russians would steamroll Ukraine. I thought Ukraine would be in Kiev in a week. Now, my little Ukrainians, they're beating the crap out of Russia. A small country, relatively to Russia, and a small population, is fighting off the Russian giant and causing casualties and using technology, using robots, getting kill zones. Jesus Christ, maybe the Ukrainians will end up marching into Moscow. That would be great. The Ukrainians used to be the Russians, they settled Russia. Yeah, the Kiev was the capital. Somehow the other Russians betrayed them, and they made the capital Moscow and Leningrad. Make me mad, you Russians. These Ukrainians are on such beautiful women. Oh, I want a Ukrainian girlfriend. Asian appropriate Ukrainian girlfriend. I got a bit of fun, we do the hard, we do the hoopy doopy, and he'll kill me because I'm an old man. I like a young man. Anyway, we're gonna do this. They blitzed Moscow. They're blowing up Moscow. Oh, they're blowing up the Ukraine. Stop it, Russians. This is it. Uh, Ebola's breaking out and it's going wild in Africa. And it's going from village to village and they can't figure it out. And the World Health Organization getting upset. Ebola would be a very bad thing if you got airborne. It can melt you. Melt you right now. Right now, you got to soak yourself in Ebola blood. But again, or it used to be that way, but could be metamorphosizing. Oh, and then we got this other thing coming in from the caves of Argentina or in Chile. People stopped going into caves. It's been a long time, and we might have had a better immune system because we were half gorilla. But we don't have that anymore. And then the rats give us and it gets to the point and it kills everybody and interrupts my day. I gotta walk before you hit me with this. Be nice, Ebola, and survivors, back off. I invoke the powers of God and the hold high, he who dwells, the living light, to burn away this bad stuff. Yeah. The Jewish Defense League has to be reunited. When I was a kid, they were tough guys. And the Jewish people have to defend the Jewish people in New York because the Palestinians are beating the crap out of them. And they're doing it around the world and it's causing anti-Semitism. But it's going to be okay because Trump is in the White House and he's going to defend the Jews. He's a good man. He's a friend of the Jews, the best friend they ever had because he's directed by God. And God knows that the land in Israel is entitled by contract, the written one, right in the Bible, that they get to have dibs on Palestine. It's true. And they keep on saying that the Jews are doing genocide. Come on. They may be putting them in their place, and the Jews have to be first killers. But they're not doing genocide. There's millions and millions of. You know what? Hamas is hiding behind women and children. They force the Jewish people to have the blast to rule them. It's true. It's true. God is on the side of the Christians. The gods have chosen. You know why? Because you keep on saying our bodies are cells, which is bullshit. You got a little passenger in there. It's just not you, the doc, and your own body. The passenger in there. He has a soul. And you thwart God's plan. God don't like that. You might be dealing with now the God of Ross. Yes, the God of Ross, and you don't want to mess with him. He's got bad answer. He takes the innocent people out with the bad. Oh, I know he does the job more than the bad people. Oh, you don't want to do that. All right, I'm gonna send this out, and you better watch the bad people. So I will survive. Oh, yes. If you got one eye zone, you know the future. Onward, Trumpy soldiers, marching as to war.